Good evening and welcome to the Channel Studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. Sudan says that people linked to the ousted President Omar al-Bashir were behind Tuesday's failed coup attempt. A spokesman blamed forces of darkness, adding that those involved had been arrested. Bashir, who had been in power for 3 decades, was toppled 2 years ago. Reports from the capital Khartoum and nearby Omdurman say there has been intense military activity and the main bridge across the River Nile has been closed. The plotters are thought to have tried to take over the state media building. The European Court of Human Rights has found that Russia was responsible for the killing of Alexander Litvinenko in 2006. The former Russian spy, who became a British citizen, died of polonium poisoning in London. A UK public inquiry conducted in 2016 concluded that the killing was probably approved by Vladimir Putin. Russia has always denied any involvement. The UK inquiry said former KGB bodyguard Andrei Lugovi and Dmitry Kovtun put the radioactive substance into his drink. Meanwhile, a third Russian faces charges over his alleged involvement in the Salisbury poisonings, which killed 1 person and left 3 critically ill in 2018. Security sources believe Denis Sergeyev was the on-the-ground commander in the Novichok attack on the former double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia. Justin Trudeau's Liberal Party has narrowly won Canada's election, but it failed to secure a majority. This is Mr. Trudeau's 3rd federal election win, but his critics say the poll was a waste of time. The Liberals are projected to win 156 seats, short of the 170 seats needed for the majority Mr. Trudeau was seeking with his early election call. The Conservatives have held on to their main opposition status and are expected to win about 122 seats. Police and FBI agents investigating the disappearance of Gabby Petito have searched the Florida home of her fiancé's parents 1 day after finding a body that matched her description. The search marked the latest turn in a story that has captivated Americans and made international headlines. Officers could be seen loading cardboard boxes into the back of a police van. Police have called on Laundrie, who returned to Florida from the road trip on September the 1st without Petito, as a person of interest in the case. South Africa's former President Jacob Zuma has failed to appear at the High Court for the resumption of his corruption trial. His lawyer has told the judge that Mr. Zuma could not attend for medical reasons. He is facing 16 counts of fraud and racketeering related to an arms deal in the 1990s.
Mr. Zuma, could I ask you to stand, please?
Mr. Zuma denies the charges, insisting they are politically motivated.
Am I correct?
The Russian city of Perm has mourned the 6 people killed by a teenage gunman at a university in an incident that sent shockwaves through the community. The gunman, identified by local media as an 18-year-old student, opened fire on a campus at Perm State University, prompting students to barricade themselves inside classrooms and to jump from first-floor windows to flee. Dozens of people gathered outside the campus to pay their respects to those who had died. An erupting volcano on La Palma in the Spanish Canary Islands has forced authorities to evacuate another village in the path of lava gushing towards the sea. The evacuation of El Paso was ordered after aerial footage showed lava flowing towards the Atlantic Ocean. Other drone footage shows lava pouring into swimming pools, causing huge plumes of steam. The flow has been destroying everything in its path since the eruption 3 days ago. More than 6,000 people have fled from the area since Sunday. And finally, China's Mid-Autumn Festival celebrations have kicked off in style. The Mid-Autumn Festival is the 15th day of August on the lunar Chinese calendar. People typically hold family gatherings, eat mooncakes and admire the moon and celebrate good harvests. This year, the famous televised gala had a global audience as the event was simultaneously broadcast overseas for the first time ever. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the Channel Studios in Lagos.